What's up, guys? Welcome back to Viewer Castles. Today we're just start off with XDADAX 900CZ. Gas level's a 30. Validated it looks like on this archer. So let's jump into it. Alright.
Shouldn't be a problem.
Alright, so a couple rotating flame traps. I'm not sure about this mouse wheel. I don't know exactly its purpose. I guess it helps, keep someone... There's actually an arrow made out of barricades. It's kind of cool. I'm going to explore up here, but I'm not sure exactly what that is made for. There is actually mines up here, which is surprising. I figured if you had an arrow, you might not actually have anything over here, but there is one mine. Looks like this is probably just going to be... It actually looks kind of cool. It's just like a random hole in the ground. Looks like it's just going to be a couple of empty rooms. Maybe the second one doesn't have any mines. Alright. So a little bit of a time waster, no big deal. I'm guessing these springboard traps fling you backwards, yeah. This might kill me. Never mind, it actually missed. It's not usual that misses. Archers should be able to hit when you are on when you get hit by jelly walls. Actually, I think it's jelly wall plus another snare of some sort, because normally when people do it, they do jelly walls plus a hunger bot. This guy is like worth his weight in gold right now. That Defendatron, he's kept every one of these archers alive. I actually forced out a potion where I probably shouldn't have had to use one. Alright. Lots of goatmen here. They are on a totem, but it looks like the length of the totem shouldn't be so much where I can't kill at least some of them. From where they are here. They also should take a bunch of damage from the spike traps, so I'm going to let them do that. I'm not sure if I did damage to them there. Can I volley to that point? Yeah, I can. Alright. Alright, let's still force a potion out of me, which is kind of bad. I need to not be using potions. If it forces 2 potions, I'll probably lose the castle just like outright, because I've used too many. It looks like that's what's going to happen. Alright, I'm gonna aggro this group, wait for a second. Actually, my volley's on cooldown, which is kind of a problem. I guess I should use one more potion here. Alright, so these setups are pretty standard for goatmen. Like the totems do let you kind of kite back and let them stay, help the spike traps actually kind of help the attacker in some ways if you kite them, but it's not really a big deal. As you noticed, I still used a lot of potions, so it's still okay. And they're not huge point commitments either. I'm gonna wait for these jelly walls, since I have no mana anyway. Well, I can't believe those actually hit. I was expecting that to not have enough range to actually hit me. Alright, so I'm gonna try to just not use potions here. If I can get through a couple of groups without using potions, that'll be ideal. That way I can catch up a little bit. I think I've went through 3 totems so far though. I'm not sure if the Smelia archers were on totems, I don't really remember. But I know I've went through at least 2.
That's not going to work. I need to stay late and carry a move.
Alright, so luckily that first springboard trap that flings you backwards actually gave me some stun immunity there. Since this is the boss room, I will go ahead and use my last potion though. And as long as I don't get hit by any of this flame trail damage, I should be okay. The problem mainly with this room here is that since creatures aren't afraid of traps, they don't heal up anymore. But the archers, if they don't actually do their initial damage, they'll all die from these rotating flame traps. And the main reason that actually worked out for me is because this first springboard trap flings you back, so I got a little bit of stun resistance going into it, so it really didn't fling me far enough for it to work. But other than that, like, your castle did quite a bit of damage to me. I was right at the edge of dying. If that group, that like boss room, had done a little bit more damage, I would have died. Alright, so we will jump into number 2 in just a second. Alright, next up is Don't Hold Your Breath. Castle level is a 30. Validated on either the Mage or the Runaway. Both could probably do it. Looks like the Runaway has slightly better gear. So let's jump into this castle. I still haven't emptied my inventory, I just don't ever remember to do that. It's not likely that I'll get named epic anyway. Like, I don't think I've had one drop in a year or something, so the only time that I get gear upgrades is when I do the reforge. So you don't really have to loot castles for items. The chance is there for me to get an upgrade, but it's really unlikely. Alright, so it looks like just some empty rooms. I'm actually kind of lost, I don't know where I'm supposed to go at this point. I think back this way. And then I think either across or down this way. It looks like the castle starts right there. But I guess I can go for the mines, just to see if there's anything else down here. Alright, that's it. Okay, so castle starts there. There's at least 1, 2, 3, 4 rooms that aren't being used. So that only leaves, what, 4 left? 2 left, and then the boss room and the entranceway. Oh god, this might kill me. Never mind. So this is obviously something that if you don't have boosted derps, it's going to make it a lot harder to actually deal enough damage to work, since the headbutt is what mainly derps deal their damage with. You know, it hits for like 500 or something like that. It actually seems like he was about to try to headbutt me though. There's one derp left, I kind of want to test it. It looked like the animation. I think that's the animation for it. No, I guess that's the normal attack. I don't know. I haven't seen derps in forever anyway. They still do okay damage without that headbutt, but it's not like the 500 that each one of them will do with the headbutt attack. Although the headbutt attack is a little bit slower as well, so it's only on their first attacks as well. I don't know if it resets at some point. Probably does. Scorpio is another unit I haven't seen in a while. Scorpio used to be used all the time, but lately it hasn't been used because it's just not very good. I don't know, it used to be a lot tankier than it is now, and it used to also, like, I don't know, its behavior seems to have changed. Maybe it's just the hook speed isn't as strong. So because the hook speed isn't as fast, it means like it's attacking slower at the same time. It's missing more often and stuff like that. It used to be a lot harder to dodge those things. That's kind of cool, but it's a lot of setup. Like, that's a ton of points investment for that one spike trap to actually deal its damage. Well, Caustic Carpet. Alright. Alright, so that was a pretty good group. I think it's skippable though if you don't want to destroy this mine. So if you don't go for the mines, I think this group over here is skippable. I need to be able to destroy that barricade right here. Can I actually hit it from here? Yeah, I can. Okay. Then I need to kite this and hope that I don't actually get flung back like I just did. This is actually a mistake. I need to get to the back of the boss room. No, that's a mistake as well. I should have waited for my potion cooldown to come back. Now I'm kind of just trying to buy time at this point and not take damage. Because I don't think there's a way that I can lose this castle unless I get cooldowned on my potions. It's very compact, but at the same time, there's a lot of investment to things like this one trap that it seems like it does really good because it hits you like 3 times. Or two or three times. Like I have to go across it once and it might fling me in there, and then I have to go across it again and then across it again. So like 3 chances to be able to force the trap to do its damage. 1, 2, 3, 4 I guess would actually be the amount of times. So the chance of this dealing 4 times damage, which most likely it's not going to deal it each time, but if it does, that's what, 3,000 damage. You might force out 1 potion, but then you have to imagine you like keep in mind basically that you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and then the trap. That's probably like 160-ish defense points, probably a little bit lower. I don't know. But that's a lot. That's like a third of your defense points to do one hit point pot worth of damage. So in my opinion, it's not quite enough. Alright, I'm gonna set up for this spider. Also, generally, when the spider is seen and you know what boss is coming, if you set up with bear traps like that, it's a lot easier to not take damage from it. So because I knew it was coming and I could throw down bear traps, if I had actually thrown down bear traps, waited for a second, and then aggroed it, I would have been able to not take that pounce damage either, because I would have been able to set up a second row of bear traps when it was getting stuck on the first one. So usually when you use the spider, I like to have it towards the front of my boss room, just because you don't know what's coming right away, so you can't really set up for it. Same like when you're going through that room, like imagine if it was down here, where this is over here, right? I'm scrambling to get into this room because of this caustic carpet. I don't want to take any extra damage from this. I also don't know why this trap isn't attacking me. These 2 traps aren't attacking for some reason. I have no idea why that is. That one's working fine, but these ones are not actually attacking. They look like they're powered, but they're just not attacking. I don't know why. I don't know if it was like that when I jumped into the room as well, but for some reason they bugged out. But yeah, I'm trying to scramble to get into this room, so like if I see this spider, I'm not going to have time as I'm trying to leap in here to throw down bear traps in front of me, most likely. And then the second thing comes in where I'm trying to scramble to get through here, he aggroes and leaps on me and pushes me back into this again. So I'm constantly, like, that helps this trap out as well, as the spider kind of works together with this caustic carpet by leaping and pushing the person back as they're trying to get through this hallway. So I don't know, maybe switching these around and just putting it all together would be fine. Would be a little bit better than what you have here. But either way, it's alright. Yeah, so we will jump into number 3 in just a second. Alright, and lastly we have Jummo King. Castle level is a 30, validated on probably this archer or knight. Either one could validate. Let's jump into the castle. Take a look at what's going on in here. Alright, I'm going to try to remember to empty my inventory after I finish this castle, because last time I recorded I didn't remember. But after I get done with this I have to reforge, and I have to empty my inventory. And at some point I need to revalidate my castle again because my dampener is sleeping, which is unfortunate. I didn't quite do the aggro zone properly when I was building it. I forgot that it was being linked to a snotter out in front instead of the entire group, so I fixed it, but I have to revalidate at some point. I don't know if I'm gonna do that tonight though. Alright, so that's pretty standard, nothing too crazy going on in that room previously, just a lot of spike traps. Actually dealt quite a bit of damage to me. That's not that big of a deal. Trying to see what's coming. I'm actually just going to let this hit me, because that gets me some extra stun immunity right there. I noticed that there was too many springboard traps to actually fling me and not give me any stun immunity, so I just let them hit me, and I didn't roll at all. I guess I'll use another potion. So I'm down 2 potions. That's not that great. But yeah, there's like, I don't know how many, 5 or 6 springboard traps. Is that one too? Yeah, it is. And I've already taken a ton of damage on top of this. I'm probably not going to get through this castle without dying. It's going to be really difficult now. I have to be able to get through at least one of these groups coming up without anything. Without taking hardly any damage whatsoever. It's really hard for archers to catch up, I think, compared to the other classes, because they don't have a shielding ability. Alright, I aggroed this. I'm wondering if it's got a totem or not. I'm gonna kind of wait. It doesn't look like it does, so that's good for me. And since they're archers, they kind of should kill themselves on the traps, but I'll wait. There's only 2 archers left. I think I'm just trying to go inside now. Ooh, this is actually the boss room. That's not what I expected. Alright, so this isn't terrible for me. I might be able to get through this. I need to work on killing all this stuff. I don't have mana. That's a problem. Also, I'm worried about this Flameo breathing fire in this enclosed area. Oh my god, I took so much damage from something. It looked like a ram bomb. I think I took a point blank shot from a ram bomb as I was passing by. It's really bad. God, is that gonna hit me? It did. I need to get to... Need to get some health globes. I think there's a couple over here. 1. Mana, please. Oh god, I'm gonna die. Pretty sure I'm gonna die. I'm close, so close. I think I can do it if I just don't move. I can't actually move. I have to wait for these to tick away. Eventually these will disappear, but it takes forever for Flameo Breath to disappear. But if I go over here, I'm pretty sure that not one tick of spike trap damage will kill me, but this is actually like the closest I've been to getting killed in a castle in a while. It's never usually this close. I managed to make it through though. That was really, really close. I think the boss room could be slightly better. I don't know exactly what I would do with it. Maybe that, like, whenever I see these walls at the end that are trying to prevent people from getting to this back zone, it's almost like inviting me to just kill one of those things and then create a choke point for every single monster inside of the boss room. And then you just go into the corner and you can like either wait on cooldowns because you don't have to worry about missile attacks from archers that are standing back on like the spike traps or anything. You just literally stand there and wait. And since they won't avoid traps anymore, and they won't go and heal or anything, even the mobs that aren't actually attacking me will be taking spike trap damage while I'm standing there. So I basically just stand there and throw bear traps into that little hole, and then once things start to go through, I can either headshot or volley depending on what's coming. And it actually works out, I think, in the attacker's favor when you have those little zones like that, especially now because trap damage to creatures is so much bigger of a deal than it used to be. Mainly with spike traps and rotating flame traps. But yeah, that's pretty much it. This was number 3, so we're going to end the video here. As always, if you guys enjoyed, please subscribe. If you want to be a part of Viewer Castles, you can email me at frenzycastleruns@hotmail.com. Level 20 and above castles only. And that is pretty much it. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.